when do you focus a lot?
When I have a problem, I want to figure out what exactly is the solution to the problem.
क्यों problem के पीछे भागना है? Why अभी भी, let's solve something. Why not retire and have your time?
The work what I do, not as a CEO, but more like a CMO, the digital marketing space. This is evolving, always evolving, right? And now we have seen how AI is taken over a lot of things in this space.
What advice would you give to all the budding entrepreneurs out there?
Observe everything around you, the challenges what people are facing.
So this is the key for anybody to start business. Are you solving a problem?
Absolutely.
One company that you think has done amazing job in solving the problem, like thank you so much, Mr. Rajesh Nahar. Thank you so much for being a guest, a beautiful guest at Layers of Life podcast. It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for coming from all the way from Chennai. Thanks a lot.
Oh, it's absolutely my pleasure.
So yesterday, there was this one sentence that you told, and it just stuck with me. And I was thinking about it all night also. That Ria, when do you focus a lot? And you go like, I focus when there is a problem and I don't know the solution. So how, like, this is a proper entrepreneurial mindset. Like, you can't sleep, you can't do anything else when there's a problem. Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about that.
As an entrepreneur, you do have certain phase where your business is on cruise control, okay?
Correct.
But at times, or many times, you have issues. And off late, I realize that I focus, or I rather give my best of myself when I have a problem. And I want to dig deep and figure out what exactly is the solution to the problem. So that kind of, drives me, it really shakes me up and makes me wake up early in the morning, or probably give me sleepless nights. But that drives me, and that makes me completely focused on achieving, or rather finding the crux of the root cause of the problem and what could be the possible solution of that.
But you're settled. You have everything in your touchwood, but you have seen a decent amount of success. You have a great family. Everything is, in place. क्यों problem के पीछे भागना है? Why अभी भी, let's solve something. Why not retire and have your time?
No, I think this is something I enjoy, right? The work what I do, not as a CEO, but more like a CMO, the digital marketing space. This is evolving, always evolving, right? And now we have seen how AI is taken over a lot of things in this space.
Yes.
And I'm learning AI. I'm learning to use AI, and I think this has opened up a lot of avenues for me to dig deeper into data.
Wow.
And then find certain nuances, right? And then it forces me to think why. And the more and more I think why, I look at that data from that point of view, and I'm able to build a story. I'm able to connect some dots, right? And again, this is not a story of thought which I'm building in my brain or mind. The data is telling me a story, and that's what exactly I'm enjoying right now. So I don't think so. I mean, this is what gives me happiness. Of course, I am blessed with nice family, nice career. I work with great people. So I'm blessed.
So you're not working for money, you're working for passion, you're working for a reason to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that drives me a lot. And also I get good sleep. Even if I sleep a few hours, I feel that I'm kind of, content, or I have made use of my time very productively, and that gives me a lot of joy.
Wow. So let's start from the start. Let's start from why Cbazaar. I mean, when my mom was like, have you heard of Cbazaar? I was like, yeah, who did not? Like, everybody knows what is Cbazaar. I mean, kahin na kahin to website pe gaye honge, or you guys have, promoted I sent the ads or whatever. So everybody knows Cbazaar, and you are the CEO/CMO of Cbazaar. So ये कहाँ से start हुआ? Tell us from the scratch.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long story, but I'll try.
We are all ears.
See, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur right from my school days, my higher secondary education. And then I relocated for my UG to a college in Coimbatore, engineering college. And there I joined, the first thing I did after, it's after my classes, I joined the entrepreneurship cell in Cbazaar. And I said, I want to be an entrepreneur. I met my professor. I said, tell me what I should be doing or what I should be pursuing. So he connected me to some of the alumni of PhD Tech, and I went and met them. So for me, this entrepreneurship, to be an entrepreneur is always there within me. Uh, so when I finished my UG, I read an article about Amazon. This is in '97 about Amazon. And interestingly, that article also spoke about someone called Muchad Panwala, based in Delhi or Bombay, I don't know where. And he's selling pan online.
Okay.
I was zapped. I said, how can this be possible? And I knew that you can build websites and you can make people come to your website. That's something which I knew. Then I said, okay, why not I sell, daily needs of consumers online. This was in '98. And I thought we should be selling only in Chennai. Chennai is a huge market. So we named it Cbazaar.com. And we had like all the groceries, fruits, vegetables, pulses, dal, rice, all of that.
Zepto.
Yeah, like Zepto, Instamart or whatever. So we had all that, and we were able to reach a few consumers, a few customers through ads.
What ads? Conventional ads, matlab, kaise?
So first thing what worked for us, PR. I mean, the moment we launched in Cbazaar, we did a press conference and all the media covered us, and word of mouth spread very fast. And then, so we had some customers ordering on Cbazaar, and we pick up the stuff from the retailers or the wholesalers and deliver, that items to the customer's home, cash on delivery, 1998.
1990.
Yeah, I mean, an obvious reason, there's no credit card, payment gateway exists.
Payment gateway, right.
So, I mean, you have to collect cash, right? So, we did that. And then those days were dial-up connections. So, even to, get connected on the net, on the World Wide Web, it was a very, serious process. So, in a month or two, I realized that, okay, we are too early for this. Maybe we should, have this idea, but maybe launch sometime in the future.
Okay.
Then I said, okay, why not solve some real problem? Okay. I mean, buying groceries was not a real problem at that point of time. So
I think it's even not now.
Even not now, right? But we are kind of spoiled with the 10 minutes delivery. Or
it's the luxury that we don't need.
yeah.
Fair, yeah.
So I said, why not we solve a real problem? And those days, I remember, if you have to book a railway ticket,
yes,
you have to go to the railway station in the morning, fill up a form, stand in the queue, and then get your tickets booked.
Correct.
So I said, why don't I facilitate people to book the train tickets on Cbazaar.com, right? And then we had signed up with an authorized railway ticket agent. We said, you are anyway taking orders on the phone from your clients. We will give you orders on the email, like booking a request on the email. So we had a simple form on the website. And again, PR worked for us. We started seeing a lot of people filling up the form, and we'll confirm with them, do you really want to book?
So I have a question here. So you said that for the ticketing platform, you were like, people have to go to the station, they have to stand in the queue and get one form, write everything down, and just go get the ticket. So you wanted to cut this process.
Correct.
Cut the entire process. Correct. How? By starting a website, giving that form in the HTML mein, or so that people can type, email chala jayega unko, and then they can, the agent can get the tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agent can get the tickets, and agent will deliver the tickets to the customer's place.
So he has to go to the customer's place.
He has to go to the customer's place, and he has obviously has a fee for all this service. But that really worked. The beauty of that was, I mean, not everyone knew railway agents,
Correct.
right? And then a lot of people who were not from Chennai, who were abroad, for them to book an onward journey once they land in Chennai, it became such an easy process. So they have to book in advance. They just fill the form, and we get it delivered to their friends and family's house. And the tickets are secure. I mean, they know they have got the tickets.
Oh my God.
So that worked. That really worked. That's the first time, I tasted success. Of an venture which was never heard of, or I mean, internet was a very fancy thing at those days.
Absolutely.
But then we were solving a genuine problem. And then my next step was
But what happened to the grocery stuff? Did you shut it down?
groceries was on the sideline. We were not focusing on that. So since we were not focusing, we were not able to update prices. We had to say not available, not available. So our focus shifted to travel related services.
So you had everything on the same website?
Yeah. One end you have to buy grocery, you go there. There's another link to book your train tickets.
Wow.
And I had in fact spoken to a travel agent or a bus coach.
Okay.
Chennai to Bangalore. I said, okay, I need 2 seats every day. It has to be booked only by Cbazaar. Wow. So I said, okay, we're going to start bus ticketing as well.
So because train was a success, you wanted to enter the bus market.
It was so natural. Because not everyone will get confirmed seats or bus in train.
Correct.
So people opted for bus. And buying bus ticket was a big problem that time. You have to go all the way to the railway station or the bus station.
Okay.
And then buy the tickets.
Oh.
I mean, that was a problem. It was a problem for a lot of people. So then I said, let's do bus ticketing as well. So we launched railway ticketing in March.
Okay.
Or February. I don't recall. 1999.
9.
At 2 months of grocery,
Okay.
This one. And we started seeing good amount of bookings. Like it grew from 30, 40, 50 tickets a day to 150, 200 tickets a day. Ritesh, me, we all went for delivery of tickets because the travel agent said, I don't have enough resources. I mean, I don't have enough manpower fleet to go and deliver these many number of orders.
Oh my God.
So,
But do you remember your first amount life का पहला पैसा? बहुत लोग को याद होता है कि मैंने पहला कब कमाया.
I don't remember that, but I remember when we had the first month sale of $1,000. So after that, what we did, I come.
Sure, absolutely.
So we were, I think about 6 people or 7 people from railways. They came to our office.
Achha.
And they said that we wanted to shut this down. We can't allow somebody to, offer railway tickets online.
What the hell?
And Ritesh and we were studying, like we were doing a post-graduation. It was a part-time post-graduation. Evening hours, you'll go to college and daytime we were in Cbazaar. So we had to shut that down.
कितने time चला? For how long was?
Around 2 months.
Okay, and then the department came home.
Yeah, and they asked us to shut that completely.
So did it like pura direct pause?
Sorry.
They have destroyed everything in front of.
Yeah. They asked me to destroy it. And they said, if you don't do it, you'll be in trouble.
Oh my.
I was 21 or 22 that time.
What was your reaction?
I was shocked. I mean, I was really, I said, genuinely, I didn't do a mistake. It is not my mistake. It's not me who's selling the train tickets, right? Yeah. It's a travel agent who is an authorized travel agent. I referred him to the guys. Yeah. They said, no, railways will come with their own website in the future. Sure. So I don't want any website to sell railway tickets.
Oh my God.
I could have taken, a path of fighting them on the court and all that, but I was too young and I didn't have that kind of bandwidth.
Were you scared?
I said, let me not get into trouble.
Okay.
Right? So at one end, I was happy that people are noticing me or noticing what we are doing.
Correct.
And somebody said me later that probably you are killing the business of other travel agents.
Oh, okay.
Right? In a way, their tickets, people are booking through us. So
but that's how business works.
Yeah, that's how it works. But I had to, surrender myself to whatever they said. So I had to.
How was that moment when the department guys left and you are just sitting by yourself?
I mean, that period, I think we have
Only video call
mobile.
first.
Between me and Ritesh, we had only one mobile.
So Ritesh is your partner, business.
Ritesh is my partner.
Okay.
He co-founded the company
Okay.
there. I remember calling Ritesh on his mobile and saying, "Hey, there's something bad news. Whenever possible, come to office or come to office as soon as you can." And we wept. Actually, we had tears in our eyes.
Oh gosh.
We said, "It's okay. I mean, at least we know that we know how to survive, right? And then there's something else which is in place for us."
Really, were you that positive, or you are saying this now? Back then, to pura
We
negative.
had that feeling. We really had that feeling that kuch to acha hone wala. Something is going to happen.
Oh.
That drive was there, or that emotion was there, that something else is in place for you. So I didn't pursue even the bus ticket after that. I said the travel thing is, let me drop everything. I should have pursued it. I mean, retrospectively, if I think I should have pursued bus ticketing, that we would have launched way back in 1998 and probably the first bus ticketing, online company.
Wow. Oh my God.
But then the next day or the next few days, I received an email. We received an email from someone in the United States. This gentleman said, "I want to send a flower bouquet to my family for a birthday, to his son or some member of his family for their birthday. Will you do that?" I said, "Why not?" That's it. So that was another eureka moment, and I said, "We'll give us the address. We'll deliver." We delivered the flower, and he again wrote back to us, "I'm so happy that I'm getting this kind of service, which I've been longing, or we have been waiting to have somebody who can, communicate or convey our, wishes or greetings to our family members for small occasions."
But back then there was Amazon.com, no?
That was in the US, not in India.
Acha.
So nobody was gifting services in India for people who were residing overseas,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So then he said, "Okay, fine, let's do that." The problem was, how do we collect payment? And I recollect there was a payment gateway, not a proper payment gateway. It was like a middleman or something like that. So we didn't need to have a merchant account in the United States. Normally, for having a payment gateway or payment processing, you need to have a merchant account in the country from where you're collecting the payment.
Okay.
So this company called CC Now, they said we'll charge 5 to 7%, but we will wire you the funds, or we'll post you mail you the check.
Okay.
So we said 7%. It's okay. Let's do that, and we launched a range of flower bouquets, cakes, sweets, chocolates, and then we said Cbazaar send gifts to India through Cbazaar, right? And we said we'll do first in Chennai, and then gradually we expanded pan-India gifting services. The one question we had was, Cbazaar sounds it's only Chennai based, but now you're expanding all over India
Yes.
free service. So we always wanted to change the name. So, but that it took a while, and I was seeking, or I was trying to get cb.com because Cbazaar became popular. People started talking, media started talking. So I didn't want to lose that bazaar thing,
Where?
So that's how Cbazaar came into existence.
Oh.
Right.
So you rebranded.
Rebranded Cbazaar into Cbazaar.
Wow. Tell me more about, before you continue the story, tell me more about the .com story. How was the,
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I don't know if you were born that time or not, but
97.
97. I'm sorry to... No, what I'm trying to say is, there was a very interesting phase in late 99s and 2000, like .com era, of course. Anyone who is, starting a venture or having a venture which says .com, it's an online venture, they had huge respect. They demanded huge valuation, right? So somebody doing a business which is online, whether they are making money or they're burning money, their valuation soared. I mean, and there are a lot of examples you can, you'll find out in the United States, basically. So, but I think March 2000, there was a .com bubble first.
Okay.
So, all of the valuation
Gone down.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we were watching those, we're reading about those stories and all that. We never raised funds. We were like self-funded, and we were generating cash through gifting business.
Gifting business.
So my first month of gifting business revenue was $1,000 out. We were like super happy.
But okay, ठीक है, आपको इंडिया में तो मार्केट करने आता है. You know how to market in India because you have PR, you have papers and everything.
Yeah.
How did you market to the NRIs in the States or UK, like the different countries?
I think this is an era before Meta came in 2007.
Correct.
Before even Google never had a advertising platform.
Correct.
So digital marketing hardly existed.
Correct.
Or it existed, but not like the way it is today. So what we did was Hindu.com, the
Newspaper,
daily newspaper of Tamil Nadu, right? The most popular newspaper. And since we were focusing on Tamil Nadu, people residing overseas,
Okay.
for them to, read what's happening back in the city, they go to these kind of websites.
Okay.
Hindu.com, DeccanHerald.com, DeccanChronicle.com, or
Yeah.
I think DC is in
Yeah.
Hyderabad.
Yeah. Hyderabad.
So we used to, run banner ads there. Okay, so, like I remember paying 50,000 a month on the top spot.
Oh my God.
We'll get huge impressions, huge clicks, and
But there's nothing to track. Nothing. No track.
no guarantee nothing. You pay this much, you get traffic. I didn't even track traffic. The only thing I tracked was how much orders I'm getting. Is it growing or not? So yeah, simple bus. So imagine, that time you didn't have Google AdWords, and today you have so much of sophistication in terms of digital marketing. So I mean, to me, I'm still learning digital marketing. A lot of new things have come. I mean, going back there, those days, it was just classic ad. And so that's how my journey started. Cbazaar, we launched a category for like saris.
So gifting was going really well. People, you get awesome orders. You started growing your team, and you started reaching $1,000, $2,000 a month.
Second month was $3,000. First month was $1,000.
And it never like niche gaya.
And we had different problems. The revenue was not a problem. Sales was not a problem.
Okay.
The problem is executing the orders.
Oh, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah. See, I remember December 31st, 1999. There were a lot of talks about this Y2K.
Okay.
Like internet will crash. Systems were not designed beyond 1999.
Okay.
So it's year 2000 problem. There's huge fear was there in minds of people. So like December 31st, 1999, Ritesh, me and my team, we were out delivering flowers and cakes because it was New Year's gifts, right? So we were in delivery. And I told my team, I called them and spoke immediately after the New Year, right? As we touched 2000. So can you just switch on the computer? Is it working? On हो रहा नहीं हो रहा है, देखो internet connection होता नहीं होता है, all that, it sounds so silly, but that was a fear. What if it crashes? Something happens.
So nice. Oh God. So I think correct me if I'm wrong, but 1998 से 2000 तक you had the ideas nobody I think would even think about it back then. You had idea of ferns and petals, gifting. You had Red Bus, ticketing, train tickets, and also Zepto, Instamart for instant delivery.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But you just started at the wrong time because the technology was not that advanced.
Yeah, technology was not there. Even customers were not there in India. I mean, consumers were not prepared to transact in the way we would have wanted, right? That's why we had to ship to overseas. Right, and by then in United States, people started transacting online.
Wow. Now the real Cbazaar that sells a whole lot of apparel is it focused on apparel only? Right? So gifting से ये क्या बोलते हैं?
The transition. How
did the transition happen? So gifting.
So we launched saris as a category in 2000. We were first online store selling sari.
Gifting में एक और
category.
Okay.
And the moment we launched saris, our customers who were visiting us to send gifts, they said, "We want to buy these saris. Can you deliver to us in the United States?" And again in overcame moment, I said, there's an opportunity. Let's figure out how to do that. And then sari as a category in terms of revenue was the highest category. I mean, highest revenue generating category. And it was very easy to handle. See, imagine you have to deliver a cake. You have to handle the cake, very delicately, such that, it doesn't get crumpled or crushed by the time you deliver, right?
Yeah.
But sari, you can just pack it in a box.
Correct.
It didn't have an, short shelf life.
Correct.
So it was very easy category to handle. We can courier it anywhere. We can ship it anywhere in India. And then we said, why don't we ship it overseas? And that's how that whole
The sari started.
sari started. And then in 2005, we launched Cbazaar, only selling ethnic wear,
Okay.
right?
तो अभी चेन्नई बाजार में ये सब कुछ हो रहा है
Till 2005, early 2005, we were doing gifting and saris.
Okay.
And saris, all gifting.
Okay.
And in Chennai Bazaar, people could order overseas as well.
Okay.
But the communication, the messaging was send gifts to India, right? And then we said, okay, now let's have another business, and we'll sell saris and Indian ethnic wear overseas.
Okay. So two businesses simultaneously.
Yeah, again the website had two, one Cbazaar, one Chennai Bazaar. And in 2006 or 7, we said, okay, we can't handle gifting anymore.
Why?
Small tickets, so much of challenges in terms of logistics. See, today we have extremely good infrastructure.
Correct.
You can do pan-India delivery, you can track things, you have network, because you have mobile connections, right?
Correct.
Those days, mobile penetration was so low. You have to use a landline. Making a phone call on mobile was expensive, right?
Okay.
So that ecosystem or the infrastructure was not there for
Back then.
So we said we can't focus into all of this, and the clothing business is growing. So let's.
So gifting was profitable even back then.
Yeah.
But then you decided to let it go.
Yeah.
How, and this is a question and an advice everybody needs, I think. When you know something is going good and it is getting you money, no doubt there are a lot of problems. How do you decide that that's it? How do you not get married to an idea or married to a value system? And you just stay very practical. Sometimes you have to end things, sometimes you have to, carry forward.
You have limited resources, right? The resources, what I mean is bandwidth, right? We were self-funded. We had to build the business with our own revenue, whatever we accumulated, profits, whatever, reinvest in the business. So either you invest in this area or that area. And this area, for us to reach a higher number, like, to couple of $100,000, we'll have to deliver a lot more orders. Because the order size of
True. Because the ticket size is very chotu.
Here it is like, 2.5 times more and easy to manage, right? So and then it's bigger.
Okay.
So that's how I took the decision, right? But I do get what you're saying. It's a very it's a situation where an entrepreneur sometimes is not able to let go what is working well.
Correct.
At the same time, want to pursue the other, new baby or new dream area. But we didn't have, resources, and we took that call.
When Cbazaar,
Yes.
the final destination, Cbazaar aapka. Tell us a little bit more about Cbazaar. Tell us everything about Cbazaar.
The best learnings come from your customers.
Okay.
Okay. Even now, that's my philosophy. Listen to your customers. Listen to what they're doing, what they're talking, what they are, the feedbacks or the comments on, wherever they post their comments, or even. So I used to read every email what I get from customers. Maybe not in the last 10 years, but I'm talking about till 2012.
Okay.
So I used to read about 500, 600 emails every day. What customers are saying.
But since day one, when you have been the founder, when you have been the decision maker, is it easy for you to take criticism from people?
To be honest, I also had that. I still have this problem. Somebody says this is not right, this is wrong. There are two segments of people who give this kind of criticism. One is your customer, and that I don't take it.
Personally.
I don't take it personally. I take it positively.
Okay.
I see that that's a flaw, and you have to fix that. So whatever the customer says, I mean, you can't use any filters or emotions. You have to take it the way it is. But when someone else says, no, you should have done that, you should do this, this is the way you should do that. Okay, I do, maybe I have so much of learnings, that's why I react sometimes, right? But then I also think through why they are saying. I ask myself why he said this, right? Some people have who really give me, advice or something. They have a, reason to say why. They are able to substantiate their comments with a data or some kind of, conviction that this is why I'm telling you to change the path. But a lot of people are there who will just say, this is what the world is doing, you should do that. And I'm a firm not a believer of that. If somebody says this is what the world is doing, you should do this, I will not do it.
मेरे को लगता है कि whoever is a successful entrepreneur, they're a little crack, right? They're like
You have to be a nerd.
the nerd, cracky. They're वो 15 लोगों से different हो गए. They want to get things done. They are like very passionate about stuff, and they are like weird in their own ways. जो सब समझ नहीं पाते. So you're also that kind of person because like करना है.
ये पागल है, ये दीवाना है.
So just coming back to your point, so you are ready to take criticism from people whom you know, who are a little credible, right? But जिसको आपकी knowledge नहीं है, कोई आपको पता नहीं, but आके ऐसे ही झाड़ रहा है, then it becomes a little difficult for you to, तू क्या बता रहा है भाई? मतलब, how would you know when you don't come from that background and experience and stuff?
Yeah, so enough of experience I've got, by now I can sense, is he bluffing or is he just saying, the fact? Right. So I think I've seen. I'm saying I've seen the time when Google was embedded in Yahoo. Google.com. I got to know only for the first time in 2001 or 2000. Okay, but we used to use Yahoo.
Correct.
And Yahoo was powered by Google. Okay, and then there was no digital. You can't use the AdWords like the way we use.
Correct.
There was another company called overture.com, which was later acquired by Google to run digital campaigns. So what I'm trying to say is I have seen from that period till now, Gmail, the day Gmail was launched, they had waitlisted. You had to sign up and, be in the queue, get your mailbox.
Oh my.
So my personal mailbox has been since the day gmail.com came.
Oh my God.
Our AdWords account is there since 2004. One of the oldest AdWords account, probably. A lot of legacy. Google and Facebook team, they say, we know your account. You guys have been there for so long.
Oh my God.
So I'm saying a lot of evolution has happened, right?
Correct.
So you learn, and then you learn and you improvise, you learn, you improvise, you learn, improvise. So with that kind of experience and that kind of, learning phase what you have, I can really sense that easy talking which is substantially, worth pursuing, or is he just, talking?
But what if there are days you might be wrong? कि ठीक है, आपने जो experience है, evolution, I get all of it. But there might also be days when maybe that person does not make sense, but he may or may not have a valid point.
Yeah. I have. See, okay, it's my problem. It's a mistake within me. I realize of late. Sometimes emotions takes over, your decision making. Right? Emotions could be like fear. Like there was a moment where I was asked to focus in India. Right? But we had the fear that all this while we are generating cash. We are profitable without any kind of funding. And now the moment if I enter into India, I'll be burning cash at the operating level.
You knew this?
I knew this. So I was not able to, I was not ready, prepared to plunge myself into an area where I lose money. So now the question is, at that moment, I had the fear. So that emotion stopped me from pursuing somebody's suggestion.
So you went ahead with the suggestion even though inside you knew कि गलत decision है?
No, I was later pushed to, I can't say who or...
Absolutely.
It happened that I was pushed to take that decision. But within me, I was never happy that I'm taking that decision.
Okay.
So somewhere I was, not sure.
Okay, so you started Cbazaar, proper ethnic apparel wear e-commerce brand in 2004, and it was focused in the US and all over the world. Or
Major in US, but then at some point we had customers from 150 countries.
okay, wow.
We never knew this country existed. Our country column was, all the countries in the world.
Okay.
So, and then we had orders from 150 countries. We had to search the map or ये country कहाँ पे?
Oh my God.
French Guiana, Ivory Coast, Madagascar. Okay, I've read in books, but so yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one very pleasing experience.
Yes, please.
I first landed in Mauritius, and Mauritius had a lot of Indian community. Okay,
Okay.
in the airport, I went to the exchange center and it said, I want to exchange dollars to Mauritian rupee. And that gentleman was an Indian. I mean, in case of, so I said, "Aap Hindi baat karte, you're Indian, good freak Indian." Yeah, he said, "I'm Indian, and I know Hindi." He was not Indian, but he said, "I know Hindi." So he asked me, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Chennai." And I asked, "What do you do?" I said, "I run a company called Cbazaar.com." He said, "Kya Cbazaar? Aap Cbazaar se ho? I know you guys." I was, oh
My God.
okay. And then I come out of the airport, car rental service. I picked up car, and the guy who delivered the car to me was an Indian.
Okay.
So I said, let me try the same thing with him. Okay. First I was surprised. I was surprised. It just happened. And I said, okay. उससे ऐसे बात किया नहीं. He said, Cbazaar तो मैं जानता हूँ सर. आप Cbazaar जो very good. Because I see your ads or somewhere in the internet I've seen your website.
Oh my God.
The next day I go to HSBC Bank in Mauritius. We were trying to see, how we can understand the exchange system because we had customers from Mauritius.
Correct.
And the manager, she said, "I know Cbazaar so well. If you're from Cbazaar, I can help you whatever you want."
Oh my God.
So that
The credibility.
oh, I called Ritesh and I said, "Boss, you don't know who we are."
Wow.
Seriously. I mean, I will then ये तो अपना देश ही है यार. I mean, everyone knows me. I mean, and look at this way, India में nobody knows Cbazaar, okay? Countries and there everyone knows Cbazaar. I said, I felt so happy that people know the brand which we have built, with so much of passion. A lot of people know about that.
Wow.
I had this kind of experience in UK, in United States, a lot of times.
So from 2024 to 2025, का आप experience बताइए कि you started low. Today you have an IPO, like you're a public company today.
Yeah.
So tell us कि कहाँ से कैसे मतलब वो एक एक दौर आपका बताइए last 20 years.
Yeah.
21 years.
It was like this. I mean, a lot of times. Because what I mean is this is like you're generating cash, like this is you're burning cash. Again, you have to generate cash. So I have taken a lot of wrong decisions everywhere. Hiring, expanding the business. Like one learning I had was I used to take decision or means everyone in the company that we should have an infrastructure in place, anticipating that you'll be growing it this way.
Oh.
Okay. So we first spent on the infrastructure so much, and the business didn't grow this way.
Okay. So this is the first mistake. Let's talk about the mistakes. The first is आपको लगा कि अभी grow ही होगा तो आपने सब अच्छा बड़ा office और सब you have done everything, and then it didn't grow this way. फिर what happened? Did you have to shut it down?
Yeah. So I was burning cash, on things which should not occur. I would not be disappointed if I'm burning cash on marketing.
Fair.
But on other things which is kind of not required. That is not in my DNA at all, right? So that.
But how do you beat that feeling? Even me, like for example, I'm like, बहुत अच्छा office करना है, बड़ा करना है. That is पक्का grow होगा, पक्का grow. Because as an Indian, you're very positive most of the times. कह रहे मेरा तो business चलेगा.
वो तो है, वो feeling तो रहना चाहिए. You need to have that feeling. The same. See, I want to shrink my office as much as possible now. I want to spend. I don't want to spend money on things which are not
Fixed costs, the recurring costs.
yeah, that's one thing. You know, you have to spend money in growing your business, nowhere else. So below your all the cost below your gross margins or even operating margins, that cost has to be as low as possible, and that has to remain as it is. You know, except for the appraisal what you do for the human resource. Otherwise, it has to remain in that level, so that you can focus on your P&L till your operating margin. What do you mean the operating margin is your credit card commissions, your COGS, then freight cost, production cost. Those are all your, operating cost. So that can fluctuate. But below that line, it has to be as low as possible so that you have control, or at least you can plan well that this is how your, P&L will look.
Fair. Very true. Very true. So this was the first mistake. Second.
Second mistake, hiring people without testing them properly.
But how do you test? It's not time in email then. That is some problem even I face.
Is that so? Hiring people, what I mean is not the leadership team. Okay, I hired. It's not that every leadership team whom I hired was bad leader, but few hires were really, bad decision.
What is the difference back then और अब आप कैसे hire करोगे? पहले आपने क्या
अभी
mistakes
तो
की?
मैं, I mean, now I know what to ask them. Okay, I mean, those days when you want to grow, you had to surrender to their wisdom and their experience, right? So if I'm hiring somebody to help me scale the business, okay, and if that resource is saying I have done this in my last two companies where I work, so I had to give respect to that. And then okay, fine. We kind of at back of our mind will think, okay, he has achieved to two other companies, two other brands scaling. So naturally, he or she will be able to do this for my business as well.
Fair, yeah.
But so what happens is, you spend, you invest, and then you kind of invest in a lot of other things because you're hiring an expensive resource, and then it backfires, and then you have to allow them to take decisions, right? Which you would not do that, but you're allowing them to do that because they come with a different mindset, and if that again fails, then too many things fail, right?
But don't you think that we surrender to the human resource as employers because we do not have that domain knowledge?
Yeah.
And that is also a problem, right? Because if you do not have the domain knowledge, how are you going to ask the right questions?
Yeah.
But if you're hiring somebody, because you don't have that knowledge, तो फिर कैसे सीखूंगी मैं? Like, कैसे होगा? तो फिर हाँ, तो फिर how should, because even I feel, I keep saying everybody, if you don't have the knowledge, don't get into that, don't hire the people क्योंकि वो आपको हवला बना रहे हैं, आपको कैसे कर रहे हैं, आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा.
So if I had to hire this kind of people, I'm certainly I want to hire people who have with the expectation that they have better knowledge than me, right?
Correct.
I mean, you need to hire people who are much smarter than you.
Yes.
Right. So you will have to plan the hire, or we communicate to the hire that I'm hiring you, right? But there is a you tell me how long will you take to scale the business. You prepare your.
So you set the KPIs.
Yeah, on day one, and then have an open and frank conversation with them that these are the questions they're going to ask you.
Okay.
So you define the questions, what I'll be asking you, or we'll be discussing, and beyond that we'll not be discussing anything, and the number should speak. So that way, the responsibility of anyone joining the leadership level is they know that they are responsible for these numbers.
Makes sense. Yeah. Actually makes sense. So you are not afraid to be the you're not afraid to be the क्या बोलते हैं, less smart person in the room.
Not at all.
Even if it's your own company, your own people whom you have hired. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be very happy. That gives me a chance to step down.
Wow.
Right.
Very nice.
And also, imagine if I was not doing, today I'm doing digital marketing or upping Cbazaar. Imagine if I'm not doing, I have best resource doing that. I'll have so much of bandwidth. I can think something beyond. See,
But will you take that opportunity to relax? I don't think so. Right?
that's a different thing. Okay. No, what I was trying to say, yes, I will not sit quiet. But then, as you know about my entrepreneurship journey, right? m- My mind will start thinking of what next, or how could I add an additional, vertical
Fair.
and stitch that along with the main vertical and expand the business, right? So that allows me to think. Now I'm kind of, not able to think that much, right? And I've tried hiring people or also hiring agencies to take the role what I'm playing right now, but I failed twice. In the recent 1 year, I failed twice.
Because they didn't meet the expectations that you had from them.
No, I think they were really smart.
Okay.
Okay, but the field or the business where we are in, there are a lot of other dynamics which comes into play. Right? We sell. We are not selling commodity actually. We are selling emotions.
Wow.
Ethnic wear. People wear for the weddings or the family members' wedding. Okay, so that dress has to be perfect. I'll give you an example. I was in the United States. We were doing an exhibition, and the one customer, she came. I was there. She came and spoke to me. She said, "I want to thank you." I said, "Okay, it's so nice to hear that, but I'd like to know why." She said, "My daughter, she got her daughter along with her. When she married, she wore the lehenga from Cbazaar.
Oh, damn.
And it came out so perfect." I said, "I'm so happy. Congratulations, so happy. But that's not the reason I want to thank you." She said, "I was in so much of fear that will it come perfect?" So when the package arrived, they kept the package in the temple, in the Gar Mandir. And they didn't open it until the day of wedding.
What the hell? इतना बड़ा risk.
तो मेरी तो फट गई एक्चुअली, सच में बोल रहा हूँ मैं, मुझे इतना टेंशन हो गया. I said, God, what if something would have happened? I just said, okay, fine, and I just walked out of the exhibition. And so much of, look at the kind of faith your customers have on you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I said, boss, you have to be serious on what you're doing. Everything has to be perfect, but customers have so much of faith on you. So that's when I realized that I'm selling emotions, or rather, I'm not selling a commodity. It's a product which people want for their important day of their life.
Yeah.
So you have to, make it right or do it right.
Damn. Wow.
The reason I'm telling you this is these are the nuances which I'm finding difficult to communicate to my team or marketing partners.
Fair. The voice, they're not understanding the voice of your company. Fair.
So I'm able to look into the data in a different way. They are not able to look into it. And that's where
There's a problem.
I'm failing to, get the right person to replace me on the role what I'm playing right now. It's not that I'm doing a great job, okay? I'm learning, I'm doing mistakes, I've not been able to achieve what I want to achieve. But I'm just sharing what.
Wow. That's what I kind of respect about you. You are so real. You're not somebody who's like, I have to look good in front of everybody because they already see me as an example. तो अब मैं उनके सामने ऐसे नीचे नहीं दिख सकता. I have to, maintain that standards. आपने वैसे है ही नहीं आप में. अरे यार आप बोल रहे हो कि यार मेरे अंदर अगर एक अच्छी चीज है तो दो बुरी चीज भी है. प्लीज लुक एट द अच्छी चीज. प्लीज आप बोल देखो कि मेरे में भी ये भी है. Why do you do that? I know I have to continue the question, but
मैं ऐसे ही हूँ. I don't know.
कभी पावर आपके दिमाग में नहीं घुसा? कभी नहीं लगा कि यार मैंने सक्सेस को टेस्ट अचीव किया है? I earned a lot.
No, I enjoy being as local as possible or as a common man as possible.
Why?
I enjoy traveling in trains, even in a bus from one city to another city. Because I've grown up that way. And even now, I like to watch how a common man goes to a small shop, or how a common man behaves in a railway platform, or what kind of food he eats. I don't know. I like to observe, and probably feel that it's important to be as grounded, or be go back to your roots, and this is how you have been, and that's how I've been.
So do you like luxury?
Deep inside,
Wow. So why are you earning money? Like, क्या वो पैसों का क्या है? क्यों
So
मतलब?
I like to travel.
Okay.
I like to travel, but I don't want to travel in luxury. I like to travel as a commoner.
Wow.
I mean, last time I was in Mauritius. I rented a bike. The whole country, the whole island, I was going only in bike.
Wow.
Yeah, I stayed in a very common hotel. I make sure I talk to everyone in the hotel. You know, I mean, just have a conversation with them. Feel good,
Very
and they should not. I mean, I don't want them to know who I am, and at the same time, I want them to know that I'm as a, as a common person like you, and I'm not saying I'm a, but
wow.
so I like to do that actually.
Wow. Oh God, this is beautiful. I lost track of my questions, but yeah, what is the next mistake? Hiring ho gaya. We spoke about hiring. We spoke about expanding too fast. What's next?
I don't know. It's a mistake or it's a challenge, but a company which is growing at the growth stage, the founders are baggage to the company.
Oh my God, what does that mean?
Yeah. So sometimes what happens, the founders, they kind of have an inhibition or thinking that this is what it will work, this is how things will do, and that stops them from growing, and their business growing.
Oh.
So I realized this particular thought, or this particular thing, what I'm saying, I started realizing, and I want to see that how can I change myself, my approach, and subsequently I'm hoping that will also bring a change to my business.
Okay.
So ask, okay, this is how you have been doing, why not this way? Okay, and try, but before trying, prepare yourself, what all problems or all hurdles you may face. So write down those thoughts.
So baggage as in following the conventional way, following कि ये लिखा है यही करना है अपन को यही करना है, and not kind of thinking out of the box or taking risk.
See, because look at this way, right? You have achieved success. Now the risk is, imagine if I start in a company now. Okay, I would take a very an approach which is completely very risky approach, do or die approach.
Correct.
Right? I may survive, I may do very well, or I may not survive at all.
Correct.
If I was starting what I'm doing today.
Correct.
With a fresh mind.
Correct.
Right? But I have been doing this for 20 years. And I know this works, this doesn't work. I'm saying that not just through my hunch or gut, but through what I've achieved in the past and what is I'm achieving today.
Fair.
So when this is how things will work, why would you take a chance, or why would you get into a do or die moment? Right? But entrepreneurs who every day have that kind of mindset that either I'll achieve or I'll perish. They go far ahead. So that's the reason I'm saying, like, in some form, the founders become
the baggage. So again, coming back to the example that you gave, if you started Cbazaar today, do you think it would be as successful as it is today?
I would have not taken the approach what currently with Cbazaar exists. My website would be totally different.
Oh.
A very, very unconventional approach. My products categories could be said.
Okay.
But the way I would communicate to customers and the way customers would transact with me would be totally different.
So why can't you implement that right away?
See, for me to implement anything, I have to carry my entire team. I have to carry my entire process. Right?
So do you think you would have made Cbazaar successful even if you started today?
I don't know if it will be Cbazaar or whatever bazaar.
Yeah, like whatever.
But I think I will not go with the mindset to make it successful. I will start my thinking process. Am I solving somebody's problem, which is a genuine problem,
Wow.
right? And let me be the best person, or offer the best service which will solve the problem.
So this is the key for anybody to start business. Ki, are you solving a problem?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And if you are solving somebody's problem or someone's problem, you have to make sure that you're the best person in the market who's solving the problem, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I'll start. And maybe I may do mistakes, but I'll do due course correction very fast, and I'll improvise on that. And I'm sure, I think I'm not trying to be overconfident, but I'm sure I'll be able to do that.
Wow.
I'll gather people or like-minded people. I can convince them, no, this is a problem we'll have to solve, we'll have to solve, we'll have to solve. I'll pull them in my venture.
Wow. Next mistake.
I think, I should not have raised capital.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. We had that fear that, okay, either you'll perish or you'll miss the boat because competition will kill you. They have so much of cash, so much of funds they have raised, right? In 2012, I should not have raised funding.
You had money, you were profitable, there was good liquid amount, but still you raised capital only because you thought ki competitors ko beat karne ke liye.
Yeah, competitors will kill you.
Kill you. Okay.
They'll just copy what you're doing, and they'll burn all the cash on marketing, and you'll be out of business. So
That was a wrong decision.
wrong decision. Totally
Why?
wrong. Because I was not believing in myself, or I allowed fear to get in me.
But you had extra cash.
Yeah, but my cash was always limited, right? Funding comes with huge cash.
Correct.
My cash, what we generate in the company, will be enough for us to, take small risks.
Correct.
But when you take VC funding or
Correct.
PE funding, you can take larger risks.
Yeah.
So we didn't have that kind of resource to take larger risks. But I should not have done that. I'll tell you why, okay? Because I was not very clear on where I'm going to apply the funds and make it work for the business.
How much did you raise?
We raised 3.5 million that point of time.
Oh. Crores mein
18 crores.
18 crores. Damn. And it was not needed.
Not needed. And not needed. You just did it. I wish I had just parked in the bag and said, okay, I'm not going to that's the cash. I mean, I had this learning, recently from an entrepreneur, the same .com era. He's also, a well-known listed company chairman and managing director. I don't want to name him right now, but
No problem.
what he was saying is, what he did when he raised capital, he didn't touch that money. Okay, and he was clear to his investors on board, I don't touch the money. I raised the capital, but I'm not going to use the capital. He was extremely good in convincing his board that we don't touch the money.
And do what then with the money?
Let the money be there.
Just
I build the business.
Wow.
That kind of wisdom I didn't have that point of time, or I was not able to. I wish I should have done that actually.
So, it has become right now, ever since Shark Tank and everything, it has become like a, what do you call, like people say, what, we are trying to go to the VC and we are getting fundings and business idea kuch bhi ho, ab bas business idea socho, you start reaching out to investors. You just need money for God alone knows what. What do you think about these people? Yaar, baat pe, chalo, raise funds, Series A, Series B. What do you think about that?
No, I'm not saying raising funding is a bad thing.
But not like too early. Yeah, feel even like
you need to be sure that money is the only thing what you need to grow. Okay. In other words, all the other check boxes should be ticked.
What are the other check boxes?
The market fit, right?
The vibe.
Yeah. Right. What is your strategy of growth? Will you be able to sustain your unit economics while you're growing, at that pace? Normally, what happens when you think of growth stage, your unit economics gets
Correct.
screwed badly.
Correct.
So that is where entrepreneurs go wrong.
Yeah.
But do I have an answer for that? I don't have an answer for that. But I think that's the smartest way to grow. You have to make sure your unit economics remain intact. Maybe 1 or 2% here and there. That's okay.
Okay.
But not like you burn cash, at the gross level, and then you.
Do you believe in burning cash?
Do I believe in burning cash? No, not at all. That's not in my DNA. But have you burned cash? Yes, I have burned.
So now you have a proper public company, you and Ritesh, of course. Cbazaar is public now. Tell us a little bit more about how does this feels?
Yeah, I think being a publicly limited company gives a lot of credibility to the business and also gives a lot of confidence to us that people have put their faith on us. Uh, I believe, uh, that this is a wonderful platform when if you have a, clear path of growth, access to capital is much easier, much faster, right? And you can do much better than the conventional route of PE, VCs and all that. Being a listed company brings a lot of discipline in the company.
Oh.
The employees or the team members, they feel really, good about the company. And hiring becomes easier.
Yeah.
And talents, you can acquire talents.
Easy.
So a lot of other ways it helps.
Yeah. Were you not scared?
Feeling scared is not in me, actually. I don't feel scared at all.
So you're prepared for the worst, Hamesha.
Yeah.
Just a few quick questions. What advice would you give to all the budding entrepreneurs out there?
Observe everything around you. Observe people. Observe, the challenges what people are facing. Observe the gaps, what is there in the market or in the, in the how people behave or how people, like, for example, like, see, today in a family of 4 or 5, the husband goes to work, wife goes to work, right? Kids go to schools. Now, gone are those days where you have time to cook at home, right? So when you're observing these things, then you see that okay, there is an opportunity for a healthy food venture, right? Because people are not going to cook like our mom used to cook, right? Going forward, I'm saying.
Correct, absolutely.
So when you observe all this, you see that there is a market. Okay, and then you find problems, and then you see, okay, what is the solution I can give to that problem? How can I solve the problem in an honest and genuine way? So it starts with observing things, be mindfully observing things, finding problems, today's problem and future problem, writing down the problem, thinking, going deeper problem, and making sure it's not your mind which is talking, or it's not your thoughts, which convolutes your thinking process.
You mentioned writing it down a couple of times. Do you write everything down?
I do write. Right. If I'm thinking on something, I feel it's better to, write it down. So that it allows me to focus myself on that particular point, what I've written down.
Wow. And one company that you think has done amazing job in solving the problem. Like if you could pick one company that you know.
Naukri.com.
Naukri.com.
Yeah.
Wow.
When they started, even now, actually, I'm sure they are evolving right now, okay. But that was a genuine problem that time. Finding talents.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few quick questions. You can take your time to answer them. What's the difference between scaling and growing a business? And which do you optimize for?
I don't know the difference actually. Yeah, what is the difference?
Well, scaling is like...
Scaling is a VC term, growth is a common man term. मैं मेरे हिसाब से बोल रहा हूँ ये स्केलिंग शब्द VC लोग बोलते हैं you need to scale the business फिर McKinsey वाले बोलते हैं.
How do you differentiate between an opportunity and a distraction at your level?
I mean, the way I deal with this is basically I write down my opportunities.
Okay.
Okay, right? And then I will pursue one opportunity at a time, right? And also make sure my existing line of business or line of projects continue as it is, right? But if I if I start pursuing 2-3 opportunities together, then that's a distraction. Or if I pursue an opportunity and that impacts my current projects or business line, then that's a distraction.
Oh, makes sense. For example, if you go back to the gifting business and you started sari thing, sari could also, because you kind of what you were the current projects you kind of were like band karenge. So that could have also been the biggest distraction. It could have been it turned out to be the greatest decision of your life. But that could have been a distraction. But how did you know कि ये opportunity है, ये distraction नहीं है?
So we allowed saris and gifting to coexist for 3-4 years, right?
Fair.
So then you know the
Fair.
purpose.
Fair. How has your decision making changed when you were making, let's say, 1 crore a month, and now when you're making, let's say, 30, 40 crores a month?
Well, I didn't make 30-40 crores a month.
I mean, the company.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, my decision making, I think because of the time between these two, numbers, I feel I've become matured in terms of taking decision now. But my personal trait is taking fast decision.
Okay.
I take very fast decision.
So, this is my problem as well, being impulsive. Do you think it harms you in a way?
Yes. So you need to have somebody in your organization
I agree.
who beats you down,
Correct.
who plays devil's advocate.
Makes sense. I think that's my partner, Kushi. She kind of just like, nahi hoga abhi, chupchap aaja.
Or you should train the other person to ask the right question,
Fair.
which you also feel convinced.
Okay, I think today was one of those days where, so I'll tell you why I started this podcast. I only started this podcast to meet amazing people like you. And I hate reading books. So I can sit down with amazing intellectual people like you and take notes for myself. And today I think is one of those days where I'm going to walk out of this room. It's going to be a little different for me because I feel a little wise just by talking to you. So thank you so much for being the most amazing human you are.
No, I need to correct you here. I'm not an intellectual person. I'm an experienced person. Okay, I take credits for that. Okay, I have a lot of experiences. And I loved sharing my experiences. And
thank you.
I hope, yourself and the viewers, your followers, subscribers, maybe they have at least one takeaway from this podcast.
Yeah.
They could,
I'm definitely sure.
imbibe in their journey forward.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for being an amazing person. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Yeah. All the best.